Okay, welcome to your first lesson on trapezoids. So we have gone over triangles, parallelograms, and circles. So today we are going to look over perimeter and area of trapezoids. So let's start with perimeter first. Most of you probably already know how to do this because the perimeter you find by adding all of the side lengths. So over here we have add every side of the trapezoid. So here is our example. It is very clearly labeled, so you just have to add each side. So if we start with the top, we go this side plus this side plus this side plus this side, and we make sure we include all of our units, and then we just get the total, and that is that. And over here we find that our perimeter is 77 millimeters. Don't forget to add your units as always. Okay, you might be curious how you can find the area of a trapezoid, especially if all of the sides are not regular. So that means that they all have different sides. Okay, so the most important thing to figure out for a trapezoid is figuring out its base, top base, bottom base, and then the height will be the same. So I'm showing you a trapezoid that has all different sides. Okay, so first you have to figure out, well, which is the top, and this relates to the base. So where's the top base, where's the bottom base? So over here, looking at our picture, we figure out that the top base is going to be called A. As mentioned over here, A equals your top base, which is 24 millimeters. B equals your bottom base, which is just over here, which I labeled 28 millimeters. And then we are going to figure out the average. That's why it's divided by 2. If you figure out what is the average between 24 and 28, and if you divide it by 2, that's how you're going to figure it out. That's why it is included in part of the area of a trapezoid. So we're going to figure out how can we do these. And then the height, you are not looking at the sides. I repeat, you are not looking at the sides. Even though it says 13 and 12 over here, the height relates to the inner height between the distance between A and B. That is what the height is. Once again, I will say that. I will repeat that. So the height of a trapezoid is the distance between A and B. So that is the top of your base to the bottom of your base. And right here it is labeled in your diagram, which is 11 millimeters. So now let's figure it out. So if you have 24 millimeters plus 28 millimeters, you get, and you can use a calculator for these, you get 52 millimeters. I'm just going to write that on the side. Let's do a pen. Let's go 24 plus 28. And you get 52. And now you have to divide it by 2 to figure out the average. You get 26. So we're at this part. So this part we get 26 millimeters, don't forget. And now you have to multiply your height, which is 11 millimeters. Oh, sorry. Okay, and you get 286 millimeters square. Don't forget that it is squared because you multiply this one and this one, so you are left with the square. Okay? Okay, so then I have more examples here for you. So please take a moment, pause this slide, try to do these on your own. I know that the answers are on the next slide, but I would still like you to try to do these before you check the answers on the next slide. Okay, so click pause. Okay, I hope that you unpaused me now. Okay, so let's start with this one over here. So you found out that your top base is 4 centimeters, bottom base is 9 centimeters. You divide them by 2. You know your height is 5 centimeters. You multiply it by 5. Your area is a total of 32.5 centimeters squared. Okay, I also included another trapezoid over here that looks a little bit different than you're used to having it look, and that includes a right angle. Okay, don't be thrown off by this. So we look at it the same. Top base is 5 meters, bottom base is 8 meters. You go 5 meters plus 8 meters divided by 2, then you multiply it by the height. Okay, even though the side is 4 meters, that is still a height, because if we were to draw the distance between A and B, the height would still be 4 meters. That's why it is 4 meters over here. Once you calculate these, you find that you are left with 26 meters squared again. All right. And now it's your turn to do your homework. And good luck.